I always tell people you can't make eye contact with her because then she's gonna stare right into your soul. She'll sometimes mark people across the street, like she'll stare right into their eyes and they look at her and I'm like, okay, well, she's like, that person wants to pet me, we'll have to go over there. And usually she's right. I'm Jan Mooney, and this is my dog Cora. Ready? Okay, go. Cora was a pregnant stray. She had 6 puppies, I think, that looked kind of like they had something to do with a Rottweiler at some point. They got adopted just fine, and then she got spayed, and that's when I found her. I'm a psychologist that primarily works with kids who have chronic illnesses or have to come to the hospital or clinic pretty frequently. Mostly it's kids with cancer or blood conditions like sickle cell disease. And then right now I'm in school for a master's in public health. She basically slept through most of my dissertation. Her favorite thing is to go in the car. Like she could be Rip Van Winkling asleep and I could say, do you want to go on a car ride? And she would pop up. Life to her, I think, is just one long break between car trips. I think there's a lot of adventure. Like we definitely do a lot of things outside that I wouldn't do if I was by myself. What are you smelling? Just something very alluring to Cora about a no trespassing sign, because it is a very non-zero number of times that we've ended up right next to some private property or no trespassing and she desperately wants to go there. The carrots have to be peeled. Only certain apples are acceptable. Oopsie, can you clean that? Thank you. I used to be terrified of dogs. So my grandmother and my mother both grew up in India, and the dogs in India at that time were like mostly stray dogs. They had like developed this aggression, and because they were stray, you know, they were just trying to protect themselves. And my mom, who is really brave for this, like started interacting with Cora, and now she's like, you know, Cora will run up to her and she'll be like, oh my gosh, you know, and like baby talk to her a little bit and pet her. And my grandmother, who was completely terrified of dogs, had gotten to the point with Cora where she would feed her rice. And she would get so concerned, like, you know, she must be hungry, she's looking at me. And I was like, it just looks like that all the time. I would say her personality has changed. She's definitely got more particular. When she was younger, I would have said there are no such thing as high-value treats to Cora because everything is a high-value treat. And now she's kind of like, you know, I'll give her a piece of cucumber, and if it's not right, she'll take it, and then she'll just spit it out in front of me. She's like, it's not even just spitting it out, it's like pushing it out of your mouth with your tongue. Like, I cannot stand for this disgusting object to be in my mouth any longer. No, the extra drama thing used to be when she was mad, she would like turn around and put her butt to you. So she'll like get on the couch. Like she was mad at me, like I didn't give her my food or whatever. She'll go run over to the couch, get in the corner of the couch, and then turn the butt to me. And apparently that's like a beagle thing. I've heard other beagle owners say that their dog will like get mad and petty and then just turn around and be like, here's my butt, you can look at it. Have some water? Good job. I often find myself like, you know, sort of self-deprecatingly, like really worrying about something that sometimes is not an emergency. Like, you know, administrative things like, oh, I didn't turn in this like piece of paperwork on time, or like I have to finish this piece of paperwork to turn in. And then she's like, you know, just really wrapped up in this like one leaf that we've been smelling for the past 45 seconds. You know, my clinical work, or working with patients and families, or things that are directly related to that, I think I really want to put all my energy into those. But I think being around her really helps me recognize she's picking what she's paying attention to. So if she wants to walk, she's walking. If she, you know, finds a really interesting leaf, she's going to spend some time on that. I think it has taught me a lot about intentionality. If she's lying on me, I'm like, I don't care. I don't need anything right now. I could be thirsty. I'm like, yeah, I'll drink water later.